What's up, you guys? Thanks for coming back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host for this one. I am Joss Bedard. As you guys might be able to tell, we are not filming at the studio right now because we too are self-isolating like the rest of the world, but I promise we will still be putting out videos every day and we will be back in the studio as soon as we can be. Raise your hand if you've ever posted something online that you regret. Literally, my Facebook memories remind me of something every single day that makes me want to delete my account and change my identity because it's that embarrassing. But for the people on today's list, they tweeted something that they instantly regretted, but it was already too late. That's right, you guys, I'm doing a part 2 list of the top 10 tweets celebrities immediately regretted. But for now, I say we get into the countdown list. Starting us off at number 10 is Evan Rachel Wood. The world was shattered when the news broke that Kobe Bryant died tragically in a helicopter crash, including one of his daughters. But the actress posted a very controversial tweet shortly after the news, and it ended with her locking down her own Twitter account. She posted a tweet saying, I quote, "I am heartbroken for Kobe's family. He was a sports hero, he was also a rapist, and all these truths can exist simultaneously." She was referring to the 2003 sexual assault case that was dropped and later settled on in court. She received a ton of backlash, as you can imagine, and just 2 days later, her Twitter was locked and marked as private. She ended up deleting the tweet and posted another one after that saying, "What happened is tragic." That didn't make anything better for her. If anything, it fueled even more negative comments because she wasn't apologizing for what she said. She was just stating that it was tragic, which we already knew. Moving on to number 9 is Walmart. Now I know this isn't technically a human celebrity, but it's definitely a popular company and it's my list, so I am counting it. The company came under fire after its Twitter account made a joke about Paul Walker, the actor who passed away in a car crash back in 2013. A Twitter user who had shared a GIF on a car racing through traffic for some Pillsbury cinnamon rolls being sold at Walmart. The company responded to that tweet saying, "Hey, Paul Walker, click it or ticket." They received a ton of backlash and deleted it quickly, also issuing an apology saying, "We apologize to Paul Walker's family, friends, and fans." The tweet was posted in poor judgment and has been removed. That is probably for the best. Cruising into the number 8 spot is Zac Efron. Remember the time when he totally embarrassed himself on Twitter after making a joke about Martin Luther King's Day? He served the world as being a poster child for the 21st century, but people were not looking up to him for moral guidance after his tweet. On the holiday, he tweeted out a photo of himself with the caption, "I'm grateful for a couple things today. Martin Luther King Jr. and 10 million followers on Instagram. Hashtag MLK Day." He even added in some dark-skinned emojis with it. He was trying to celebrate his recent success on Instagram, but people were furious that he was making light of the holiday that is meant to show gratitude for a civil rights leader. But after he saw how upset people were, he deleted the tweet and issued an apology for being insensitive to it. Next up at number 7 is Amanda Bynes. If we're being honest, it is hard to choose just one tweet from her notorious crazy social media rants. In more recent years, we've watched the child star sweetheart go through some mental health issues, run-ins with the law, and also some nonsensical posts on Twitter. She's talked about her dating preferences, she's insulted other celebrities, but she got a little personal in one of them and probably regrets it. On October 10th, 2014, she tweeted, "My dad never did any of those things. The microchip in my brain made me say those things, but he's the one that ordered them to microchip me." She's referring to her other tweets where she claimed that he had sexually abused her as a child. For obvious reasons, this could cause a lot of legal troubles, but we know that she was suffering during that time because just a few days later, she began psychiatric treatment. Rolling into number 6 is Bill Cosby. In the past decade, it would be dangerous for anyone to volunteer themselves to be turned into a meme. The social media world is filled with them, and when you have a record like Bill's, they probably aren't going to be very nice. During his massive career-ending battle where he had been charged and jailed with sexually assaulting countless women, the actor-comedian tweeted out a request that his followers meme him. He tweeted a meme of himself and said, "Go ahead, meme me, hashtag Cosby meme." But what he thought might have some innocent fun for people with too much time on their hands quickly turned into people commenting on his legal issues and making jokes about him being a predator. So that's always good. Halfway through at number 5, we have Jason Biggs. The American Pie actor is no stranger when it comes to pushing the envelope with his humor. I'm pretty sure that is what the American franchise did with every single one of his movies. He is known for having a dry style of humor on his Twitter account, so it wasn't totally surprising for fans to see, but they didn't support his joke when it came after a serious world disaster. In 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 went missing, and the search for it and its passengers became an international sensation and tragedy. Instead of sending condolences or offering any kind of help, the actor decided to make a joke about the trending topic, and he tweeted out, "Anyone want to buy my Malaysian Airlines frequent flyer miles?" His followers were furious and he started receiving tons of backlash, so he later issued an apology and deleted the tweet. Here now, number 4 is Eva Longoria. You know you've made an oopsie on Twitter when headlines start saying that you sent a porn link to your Twitter followers. Leave it up to this actress to accidentally encourage her fans to look at porn. What happened was she was trying to post a link to a website about her husband, basketball star Tony Parker, but she copied the wrong address and actually posted a link that directed people to a porn site. How humiliating. After realizing this, she tweeted out, "Oh no, I put the wrong Twitter site for my husband. The one I put earlier goes to some porn site. Don't use it." Or you could just delete the old tweet, Eva, and then no one can use it. Don't keep the link live and then tell people not to click it. Rolling into the third spot is Ashton Kutcher. For anyone who has Twitter, it's probably hard not to throw your 2 cents in on trending topics. I mean, isn't that what Twitter is all about, basically? Everyone kind of just tweets out their random thoughts and opinions all day, every day. The actor did this and shared his personal opinion about the former Penn State football coach Joe Paterno, who was going through a huge sex abuse scandal within the school's athletic department, and people claimed that he had covered the whole thing up. But it seemed like Ashton was misinformed at the time when he defended the coach and tweeted, "How do you fire Joe Pa? #insult, #no class. As a Hawkeye fan, I find it in poor taste." But after learning the full story, he quickly apologized and went on a break from Twitter altogether not long after that. Coming in hot at number 2 is Kendrick. The hilarious actress often gets a laugh with her jokes and unique humor, but one tweet sparked a controversy and some people think she went too far. But I will let you guys be the judge of that. She made a joke back in 2013 and tweeted, "Ugh, never going to a Ryan Gosling movie in a theater again. Apparently masturbating in the back row is still considered inappropriate." Now, some people could laugh it off, but other people came at her and said it wasn't necessary and that if the roles were reversed, it would not be tolerated. Which I kind of agree with. I think if a man tweeted out about masturbating to a female's movie, it probably would not be considered funny. So I get why she received some backlash for it. However, I also get that she was just trying to make a joke about Ryan Gosling being an absolute babe. It just wasn't a good joke. Earning the number 1 spot on our list is Shaq. Back in 2014, one of his tweets made headlines after he posted a selfie mocking a picture of a man with a rare genetic disease. And the man's name is Jamal Binyan, a regular guy living in Michigan who lives with ectodermal dysplasia, which affects his teeth and his hair. He ended up suing Shaq for $25,000 in damages for emotional distress, so I think it's safe to say that he probably regretted the tweet. I mean, that is a pretty expensive tweet. In his lawsuit, he claimed offensive communications for sharing that photo with more than 8.4 million people worldwide, his followers, and said it was an invasion of privacy, defamation, and general negligence. Shaq did issue an apology after the lawsuit came, both privately and publicly. He tweeted, "Made a new friend today when I called and apologized to Jamal Binyan. Great dude, #my bad cuz." Not only did he receive a lawsuit from the tweet, but he also had to face the public backlash because people were furious with how insensitive and rude he was towards someone with a condition like his. Alright guys, that's our part 2 list for today. Let me know what you're thinking down in those comments. I might respond to you and you might be included in my next video. But for now, I'm gonna respond to some comments from some of my other videos. Tremaine Copeland says, "Jocelyn, you are an amazing commentator. This list was hilarious to me. Even the most funniest comedians get banned. Hope there's a part 2. Also, your bloopers are lit. LOL. You know, I never know if saying my bloopers are lit is a compliment, because that just means I am messing up all the time. But I appreciate it. Genevieve says, "Piers Morgan is the voice of absolutely no one important." You know, I went through some of the comments and a lot of people hate Piers Morgan. I don't get why. Is he a bad guy? I don't know. I don't have an issue with him right now. James Fraser says, "Hey Joss, a lot of playing with your hair today, I see, LOL. Story of my life. I'm always fixing my hair. It's always in my face. That's why we gotta play that drinking game you guys said. Every time I touch my hair, you take a drink." Crystal number 1 Dewey says, "I freaking love your hair like that. It's gorgeous. Keep up the great job. You're the best." Thank you. Honestly, that means a lot because my hair was in a ponytail in that video and I hate my hair when it's up. So I appreciate that. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. Make sure you like the video so I know you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also ring the notification bell during this time of self-isolation and hang out with me every day.